a Scottish football team that played here, that were champions of the world. This is a story that you don't want to miss out on. Yes, welcome to a video about a Scottish football team that were once world champions. Sadly now defunct Renton FC, much like Vale of Leven, which is a video that I've literally just been filming and it should be up on my channel already, so go back and watch that if you haven't already. They are two teams that are very close to each other, or were very close to each other, should I say, that were once very successful here in Scotland. Before we get into the history about this great old club, please do remember to like and subscribe. Also, today I'm obviously talking about a team that are no longer around. However, if you want to keep up to date with the teams that are around, then do go down to the first link in the description box below and download everyone's favourite footballing app sponsor, OneFootball. It really is a top quality football app, and if you've heard me speak about it already before and you haven't downloaded it, then please do. It really does support my channel and it is completely free. And in these weird times where I'm really trying my best to make all these videos for you guys, then please, yes, do go down there and download it. Like I say, it's completely free, and it's not just that the reason you should download it. It is actually a top quality football app. So if you are looking for another football app for yourself that you need to, you know, use to keep up to date with all the scores on, or all the football news, then yeah, literally just go down there, click on that link. If you click on that link and download it for that, it will take you straight to the App Store. From the App Store you can download it and they'll know it's come through that link and through my video, so they'll be buzzing and they might want to sponsor me again, which means I can make more videos for you guys again. So yes, just go down there, download it, you'd really be supporting me. Thank you very much. Right, and just look at this. It just seems nowadays like a community pitch, which I suppose it is, for a team called Renton FC. Now, I'm not too sure why they're called Craigandro. Maybe someone in the comments would like to tell me why. But look, this is the team that plays here now on what just seems to be, you know, a community pitch, but once the champions of the world played here. Now, I'm not sure if it's the exact site here which they played on, but there's a plaque over there which kind of proves what I'm on about, which I'll take you to in a minute. But yeah, maybe it was just slightly in a different place and it was built over by housing, but they've kept this pitch anyway, which is close enough to where the original club played their football back in the day. And speaking of them playing their football back in the day, here is the first ever league table from the first ever Scottish Football League season. Renton FC were bottom, as you can tell, but were founding members of the league that year. They were expelled from the competition that year, the first ever year of Scottish football, because they played a team from Edinburgh. That doesn't sound too bad though, right? Why were they expelled for playing a team from outside the league? Well, the team that they played were banned themselves at the time for paying their players, which was actually banned at the time. You couldn't pay your players. For some reason they had to play for free. So for the mere fact that Renton dared play against a team that did the appalling act of pay their players, they were kicked out of the league. The first ever Scottish League season that there ever was, which has obviously been continued to this day through the leagues that we have. Poor old Renton, you've got a feel for him, haven't you? But yeah, I'm currently at Tontine Park, which is where they would have originally played their football. And this is the site at which the first ever Scottish League match was played. I'm not sure again if it was around here or just slightly somewhere different, but somewhere around here on a football pitch the first ever Scottish League match was played, and that was between Renton and St Mirren, and the score was 2-2, and that was in 1890. How amazing is that? So yeah, there is now this little clubhouse here which is for Renton Craigandro FC, who I'm not actually too sure who they are. Maybe they play kind of in the honour of the Renton of the past, much like Vale of Leven now have a Phoenix team that play in the name of Vale of Leven, but they are a slightly different team technically. But yes, this team here used to be the champions of the world. And let me show you something around here, 2 seconds. Yes, here is this little clubhouse here for the team that I guess now play here. But just check this out, right? Tontine Park, home of world champions Renton FC, Renton v West Bromwich Albion. 4-1 they won on the 19th of May 1888. Now, before their league exploits in the 1890s, which I just showed you the league table of, where they got kicked out of the league, and where this place was probably the first place at which the league was actually played, the first league game, Renton won the Scottish Cup twice in 1885 and 1888. By winning this cup, they qualified for the Football World Championship. This was contested by the winners of the FA Cup and the Scottish Cup. Renton, as you can see there, beat West Brom 4-1, and it was played at Cafkin Park in Glasgow, and they became world champions, taking the trophy from Aston Villa, who beat Hibs the year before. So quite the accolade for this team here, Renton FC. It was considered a friendly tournament really, but it's still cool for this club to say that they've been world champions. It's not quite the same as the Club World Cup we see today, but it's still an epic story. Throughout the club's history, their ground was Tontine Park, or Tontine Park. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, as per usual. After the club's demise, I believe the original ground, like I said earlier, was actually built over by housing, but this pitch is still used today by, I guess, the football team of Renton, which is Renton Craig Andrew FC. Were they formed out of the old team of the past? I'm not too sure. It does say 1963 there on their badge, so yeah, maybe they were. Talking of the original club's demise, they had to pull out of the league system in the 1897/98 season for financial reasons and for the fact they couldn't fulfill their games. And that was less than 10 years after they were world champions. On that plaque there, as it says, they were world champions, and then less than 10 years later they had to pull out of the league system because of finances and not being able to fulfill fixtures. Hamilton Academical took their place in the league in the late 1800s, and they're obviously a Scottish Premiership team now to this day. Could Renton be similar to Hamilton in that if they didn't fold, would they themselves be a Premiership team today? They continue to play though in smaller senior leagues, having been kicked out of the main Scottish Football League here until they unfortunately completely folded in 1922. In the 1922/23 season, they were due to play a Scottish Cup game, which they didn't turn up for. A sad end to what was a fantastic start for this club in their early life, from winning 2 Scottish Cups and being world champions. Oh, what they could have gone on to be if it wasn't for obviously their unfortunate folding as a club. This whole area, the Vale of Leven, with, you know, Alexandria just up the road, which is where I've been filming at the Vale of Leven Stadium, to all the way down to Renton, to Dumbarton, which is just even further south than here. This whole area where the River Leven flows through from Loch Lomond is just awash with football history. From the world champions here to Vale of Leven, who won 3 Scottish Cups and a mural outside a pub there with the Scottish Cup on, to Dumbarton down the road, who won the first 2 Scottish Football League titles there ever were. This part of the world is massive for football history, and while I can't get out and watch current football games or really explore current stadiums and stuff, what better thing for me to do than explore old historic football stories like this one. Please do remember to hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe as well if you aren't, because there is so much more football content coming up. I've made so many different types of videos now with obviously the lockdowns and stuff. It's been hard to make videos at games and my usual kind of stadium tour videos that have basically been shut for a year. But yes, there is more content coming. I am still able to film because it's my job, so yes, I would appreciate if you could subscribe because there is a lot more coming. Please also do remember to download OneFootball. It's a quality app and you're supporting my channel if you do, and who knows, it might mean I can make more videos further afield in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave some videos dotted around my head and the subscribe button and a playlist so you can keep watching my content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.